Go.
Ready?
Go.
Sorry. Oh. Oh. There was actually someone on there. Wait, this is Barry.
No way.
It dials every time.
Just do it quick.
What's that, Michael? 5 changes to Call of Duty World War II? Hey guys, make sure to check out G2A.com. A link is in the description below. They have really cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more. Link in the description below. Yo guys, so we're going to be talking a little bit here about the 5 changes that I think World War II is making. Holy, I'm out of breath. You just farted? Get out of here.
Boy, that cardio. I'm putting this in my bloopers.
Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 5 changes that Call of Duty World War II is making. There's a lot of really cool changes, and number 5 we're going to be talking about is sniping. So if you don't snipe, you probably don't know that the changes they have in this game, normally when you snipe in, it's been a couple of different changes. In Advanced Warfare, I believe like you would have like the little black around it.
Very minimal, barely any.
It was like, yeah, it was like barely, like more of a kind of vignette, I guess, kind of effect. And in other Call of Duties, like Black Ops 3, I think you could just look around, right? Or depending on the site, I guess, that you had. But in this one, if you do like a quick scope type thing, it is like you can see around you, but if you zoom in, if you hold your breath, it actually starts kind of fading in a little bit. It blacks out basically. So when you do that, it starts cutting off the sound. It starts slowing everything down. It's really cool, something very minimal. And it kind of does throw you off the first time that you try to do it, but at the end of the day, I think it's a pretty cool change and one that I think a lot of us are going to appreciate, whether you are a hard scoper like me or a quick scoper. So that's number 5 on the list. All right, so coming in at number 4, we're going to be talking about animations. Call of Duty World War II has a ton of really cool animations. One of them I think a lot of you guys saw in the trailer, which was kind of a dolphin dive, or as Michael Kanji was talking about it on Twitter, more of a hit the deck type of thing. So it's a lot quicker, it's a lot faster, a little bit more violent as well. You just kind of drop down, kind of like a drop shot. And there's a ton of different animations similar to this. So we have the hit the deck. You also have your weapon inspection feature, which is something we've seen in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. So it does come back. Kind of not really a change because it was a Modern Warfare Remastered, but it's still nice to see this because it hasn't been in a mainstream one like Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare, and now we're finally going to get it in a mainstream Call of Duty. The last one I think is probably the coolest one is the animation is a lot gorier, the sound effects is a lot more kind of in-depth in your ear, so it's a lot more immersive. So the animations are pretty cool, and I think it's a pretty nice little change there for number 4. All right guys, so coming in at number 3 is going to be Divisions. This is one we don't really know a lot about. We kind of had preset classes even here at E3, so we don't know everything, but we do know that it's going to be replacing Create a Class, and with that we saw a few changes, some of them being able to switch out your suppressor on your SMG, so you can take it on and off mid-match, which is pretty interesting at the same time. Why would you take it off? We don't really know, but that's one of the changes. Another one you can see in the trailer itself is going to be one where your shotgun, you can actually switch out the ammo that you have in there into one that's more of an incendiary kind of ammo. Pretty cool as well. So on top of that, we have a few other changes in Division where you have the bayonet charge. So in infantry, you can actually run at someone and stab them. You can see this also in the trailer. It's not so much a lunge as it is kind of a run. And I thought it was kind of weird, and so did Hollow, that this is something that only infantry has. I thought that everyone could use it, but apparently only infantry can use it, which is kind of weird. But apart from that, we have a ton more stuff, like you have your division skills, your division training, and then basic training, which kind of replaces perks and stuff like that. So division's pretty big change. A lot of people are a little bit kind of apprehensive about it, so we'll find out if it ends up being a good thing, but it does seem like it's a pretty cool change and definitely one to keep on the list. So that was number 3. Let's go to number 2. All right guys, so coming in at number 2, we have War Mode and also Headquarters, which is kind of a mode, not really, it's more of an interactive lobby, but War brings a lot of changes from tanks that you can use that are not kill streaks. You can't use score streaks inside of War Mode. You can rebuild barriers and destroy barriers, so it's a pretty cool mode, pretty innovative, that you even had Raven Software working on that. And on top of that, we also have Headquarter Mode, which is not really a mode, it's an interactive lobby with up to 48 people that can do a bunch of different things, like the firing range is one of them that you can go and everyone is shooting at the same time or looking at your shot. And they haven't released more information, but apparently you can compete, you can show off your loot, stuff like that. I don't know what exactly that means, but it's going to be a pretty cool mode, something different, something they said they've been working on for 6 years, so I definitely think it's one that we should keep an eye on. And that's pretty much it. War Mode and Headquarters, pretty big change. Alright guys, so finishing off the list at number 1, I think it's the one that everyone who plays Call of Duty cares about, and it's the reason that a lot of us players are coming back is because of the movement system. And we do know, because it was said, I think hundreds of times, boots on the ground. And this is something that just is a huge change now, because I think there's a lot of people who came into the game, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare 2 with the advanced movement. A lot of them maybe might feel it's a little bit slow, but actually it's pretty fast. And the movement changes the entire way the maps play. There's less verticality. There is a lot, surprisingly pretty fast, faster than Modern Warfare Remastered, I think. And it just changes up, I think, a lot of ways that you play with gunfights. You don't have to look up anymore, and you don't have to worry too much about looking around.
Predictable.
It's a little bit more predictable, yeah. And you can definitely camp a little bit more, I think, now, not knowing that someone's gonna jump around the corner and kill your ass. So I think that's a pretty important one, and that's why I put it at number 1. The other ones are pretty cool changes, but number 1, I think the biggest change is the movement system, going back to boots on the ground, back to traditional maps, and I think that's probably the biggest change that everyone is really happy with. So let me know what changes you guys are excited about in the comment section below. Is there something you thought was the biggest change, the least change? Maybe it's something small that you guys really appreciate. Drop it in the comment section down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. I'm out. Peace.